Cellar goes all night long. They got totally 7 shows a night, maybe 9 shows a night. I can hear myself on this. Is that bad or
Yeah, I'm gonna take care of
oh? Anyway, I can still keep talking. But that's what we're here to promote, the Comedy Cellar and its greatness. And we want you to come down here. Now, if you aren't in New York City, you might want to come to Las Vegas. Mike, what can I do? I'm doing a little Godfather thing. Mike, you can't go around talking to a man like Mo Green like that. If you go to Vegas, you might see Mo Green, but you would definitely see not Mark Norman, but you'd see Mark Cohen because he is the house MC there, and you're going to have just as good a time as you would have at the New York Comedy Cellar because the Comedy Cellar, in its greatness, is good everywhere, every show, every day. So, that all being said, my name is Dave Juskow. I am here with Mike Suarez. We are professional stand-up comedians. Well, not me so much, but Mike definitely is. But we enjoy bringing this show to you. Am I going to be able to see the comments?
I can.
I'm only
Oh, when I
asking.
put them on screen, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Right. Oh, hi, Anonymous. Let's say hello to everybody, all of our good friends. Anonymous is the only one that can actually come down here. Hello, Angela. Nice to see you today. Thank you for your compliment. I'm glad you're liking the bonus show. If you join Patreon for Dave Juskow, for the Juskow in the City, you get the bonus show. You get a lot of photos. Hello, Catalina. You get a lot of photos. You get a little bonus extra if you join Patreon. And Angela's been enjoying the photos. I can't tell you how happy that makes me. Obviously, I put a lot of time into it. Marcy, the action. That's right. Marcy, first of all, thank you. Hello, PDJ. The action starts Thursday. I do begin my first class at the university. I am very, very uptight. I'm already getting a stomach ache thinking about it. Catalina just got finished with her driving lesson today. What the fuck? That's like right out of Clueless. How young are you again? I forget sometimes. Marcy, I just also want to thank you. I haven't I don't have to lift this mic up, right? We're good and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't. I just opened my mail from like the last time I opened it was like December 17th. So I just opened my mail this week and I got your Hanukkah card. And thank you so much. I'm so sorry it was late in opening it. It was very, very nice. Hi, Liz. How are you? Um, but it was very sweet to send one. And I'm just opening everybody's Christmas cards now. And I just didn't want to open my mail. Nobody likes mail. It's all full of bills. And I just wasn't in the mood. So I finally opened it. And it was a big pile of stuff. And I'm just going through it. Normally, I'm pretty good about just kind of opening it up and staring at it. But I guess I had paid all my bills early in December, and I'm like, screw it. I don't want to go to the mailbox again. But now I feel a little bad because I don't think I gave the mailman the mail woman. She's a really nice, kind of pretty lady that I like in my building, and I didn't give her a tip this year, but she didn't send. Usually they send a postcard saying, "Hey, Merry Christmas from me, a mail carrier," and then I send that back with like $10 in it. But they didn't send one this year, so that's why I didn't think about it. And I paid everybody this year. I finally just got to my super yesterday, so I hadn't seen them. So I paid all the guys in the building. I paid all the garage guys. And I think I'm done with the new year, and I can move on, which is good. Now,
My super stinks.
oh really?
Yeah.
My super, everybody hates him in the building, but he's always been nice to me and I like him. And, kind of, his wife doesn't speak any, thank you, Marcy. His wife, hello, a week late. His wife doesn't speak any English, was taking a shit. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Cammy's taking a shower, but listening. I can't tell you how happy that makes me. And Judy, sober for a few more minutes. Me too. Oh, yeah, I think I'm looking Goodfellas tonight. I was just thinking about that. Oh, the bartender's wearing a Goodfellas shirt downstairs. That's why I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
So I was thinking when I was in with the class, I'm like thinking about what are my favorite movies. I think it's Clueless and Goodfellas. Now that is but I guess that explains me. Straight, not straight. I don't know. I mean, it's how can you like Clueless and Goodfellas? How can those be your two favorite movies? It doesn't make any sense. But let's face it, Goodfellas is the shit. I will explain to them the well, you think I'm funny? I will explain to them that scene. We'll show that scene too, maybe. We'll see how everybody is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta get rid of this first class, see how that goes. Now, in the news today, uh, there was a near miss at JFK Airport 2 days ago.
Oh wow.
on the tarmac. I think that's what it's called. So Delta flight 1943 preparing for takeoff, and it's getting ready and it's going. And then this American Airlines flight was crossing, and the air traffic controller was like, "Fuck, Delta 1943, cancel takeoff, cancel." But he said, "Fuck," like that. I would think would be the last thing you want to hear from air traffic controller.
Yeah.
Fuck, stop, cancel the take, get off fat, get off fat. Right out of History of the World Part One. I mean, Jesus Christ, I can't even imagine being the pilot and being like, "What? Cancel take?" I mean, I don't know how they avoided the plane was going like 115 miles an hour, and when they canceled, and I don't know what that American Airlines flight was doing there, but the big question is, how does that not happen more often? I mean, there's so many planes coming and going. It's amazing that that doesn't happen every day. So for the one time it happens where it's a near miss and not an accident, you just really got to hand it to those people, because sometimes when they show you on the news when there's flight cancellation, they show you the sky of what's going on. You're like, whoa, who's controlling that? And we just have to put our trust in that it's somebody, that it's not Aunt Judy high as a kite and running that thing and not on her peanut butter liqueur break. Also, they found a mother and son in Florida, of course, running a brothel together. And I was just thinking it would be funny if me and Rhoda were to do that. Uh, See, they didn't do it the right way because they were using 15-year-old girls and they were getting paid on the amount of condoms used. I think my mother and I would run a very respectable brothel. I believe that with all my heart, that if we did get into that business, we'd run it the right way. The girls would be taken care of. We would not be sleazy about it. Don't you think?
I think you would keep it from being sleazy.
Yeah, yeah. So I think my mother and I could run something like that. That's all I'm saying. Also, this is great. Madison Square Garden and Radio City are all owned by what's his name? Dolan, I think. I don't know. The guy that owns the Knicks and the Rangers. He's a piece of shit. Nobody likes him, and they just want him to die. They just do. He's horrible. So he uses facial recognition at MSG, and I've seen it before because Alana and I were having trouble getting into the Garden for a Billy Joel concert. But the reason he uses the facial recognition is to bar attorneys from shows, ones that have litigation suits against MSG or Radio City. So he has kicked out multiple attorneys who have just been there to see what was the one they all went to see? What are the country singer? I don't know, somebody, Brandy Glan, no, not Brandy Glan, Brandy Carlisle. And they were going to see the Rockettes at Radio City, somebody, and they barred him. And you know what? I think that's brilliant. I mean, right. Why should he let them in? Hey, you're suing me. Go screw yourself. You want to sue me again for barring you? Go ahead. I like that. I think that's absolutely brilliant. And they're getting really angry, like, this is not right, but it's not right. But if you own the place, you should be able to kick out anybody you want. And if somebody's suing you, I wouldn't want somebody hanging out having a good time in my place if they're suing me, pretending everything's okay. So I like that. Now, this is in the New York Post today. Don't get mad at PTJ. This was in the New York Post today, and I'm just saying a couple things. Now, if you show picture number 1, Mike, this woman's name is Jasmine Day. She's from Wales. She has M cup breasts. M as in Mary, right? Now, she's angry. She was a D. So she did this to herself, okay? And now she's angry. She's from Wales. And she goes, in America, people treat me like a piece of meat there. And you can show number 2 also. Or are they both? Oh, is that 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right. So she says, this is her quote. People stare at me and harass me over, over my large breasts. I feel like they forget I'm still a human being, just a human being with large boobs. She was shocked in Australia because people treated me like everyone else. They maintained eye contact. They don't stare or point. I mean, I'm not sure what you're expecting when you go to the doctor and get those size breasts. She's wrong to be angry at this. Am I wrong on this? Am I off base?
I think you're right
Because here's the flip side.
in a way.
The next picture, Mike, number 3, these are apparently no, that's still this that's the Jasmine girl again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the next picture is right. This girl is Russian and she says she has 34 KK breasts and they're real. Now, if that's true, now that's not her fault, but it's funny because she goes, I can't fly economy because I often cause accidents. I accidentally hit people when I'm trying to go to my seat with my boobs. Or when she's shopping, she tends to hit people with her boobs. Now that's a serious issue because if she was actually born that way, which I'm not sure about that. Yeah, they look real, Angela. Okay, then yeah, see that's serious. But that other girl, if you did it to yourself, how are you complaining? Isn't that what you're looking for? Is attention? I'm that's why I'm just getting confused. I don't think she's not Russian anywhere with them. Nice scruffy bones. Whoa. Heyo. Yeah, I just think it's so funny to just turn around. How does she sleep on her back? She would die or her belly. Inconceivable. You're absolutely right. How do you sleep? How do you run a regular day?
She sleeps in a
And
net like when they ship horses across the city.
well, the thing is, she's a model. She's an Instagram influencer, and apparently she keeps flying first class. So she has money to fix the problem. So I mean, yeah, fake boob girl look ridiculous. Exactly. I just I don't get. I understand wanting bigger boobs, and I understand wanting smaller. Her looks like a butt in a dress. Yeah, you're right, Jenny. Yeah, I'm not absolutely not trying to be sexist. This I just don't understand. Now, if you're stripping at a club, I guess, and that's what people are there to see, and you can make money off of that, that's a different story. But then you hope you want them removed by the time you're like 40, I guess, just because yeah, you'd have bad back problems. I know lots of girls that had big boobs before they really met. Remember, they always used to double D was the end. This girl has double K and M breasts. Now made they've gone further in the letters to find out. But my dad sold bras and girdles, so I know the last one was double D. And then we used to have to tell people when I used to work at Macy's as a salesman for Warner's bras and girdles, if they needed something bigger than a double D, I was told by the management to tell them to go to a drugstore. And somebody had to make them a special, a doctor, I don't know. The pharmacist had to make them sew them a special bra. That was what I was told to do. The people at Macy's, in the 80s. Now we would be put
That's
in
how I buy
jail
my
for saying that.
pants.
So what?
I was like, that's how I buy my pants.
Oh. Meanwhile, um, Mike, I saw Orphan First Kill this weekend.
Ah,
Have you seen the first one?
no, I have not.
So I like that first movie. I think it's really funny. Orphan is this horror movie where this girl is like 42, but she's playing a 9-year-old, and she just wants to get into a family and seduce the father. So I'm like, well, I'm all in on that. That's going to be hot and stupid at the same time. Like one of those Poison Ivy movies, but with a creepy, creepy twist. She wears like fake teeth and stuff, and as this, whatever. So I enjoyed the first movie. It was pretty good. It's pretty standard, but it was okay. You saw it, Cammy? So the second one just came out like a month or two ago around Christmas. It's called First Kill, and it's a prequel. And I'm like, well, I'll watch it, but I'll tape it so I can fast forward because it's probably what can they do? I got to tell you, there's a twist that kept me watching It was very interesting. I can't say it was fantastic, but I do have to say, if you were gonna make a sequel of a stupid movie, this was well done. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm
Okay.
saying. If anybody has seen it, you tell me. I think you gotta see it. I was telling, Catalina about this the other day because Catalina, folks, just watched Arthur. And there she is. And I cannot tell you how happy I am that she loved it. Because who was sure? You're talking about a movie from 40 years ago that, of course, made Dave Juskow's life because she was like, "This, everything about this is you, except for the money." And for a movie from 40 years ago, a comedy movie 40 years ago, from a girl who's 20 now to watch a movie and like it, I mean, I definitely wasn't sure, but she loved it. It made me so happy that it holds up and it's good and it still is funny because I'm definitely talking about that movie in class. All right, it's why don't we just do the picks real quick so we can get that out of the way. Now let's look at what happened last week. Folks, Mike got 6 right. He got them all right. Look at those smiley faces. He got everyone right. We all got 4. Nick only got 3, so I picked up a game on him. Mike got all of them right. That's amazing. He picked the Miami. We all thought the Bills were going to kill him. I don't know what happened there. That Giants game was the most obvious one that everybody knew they were going to win for some reason. The Bucks are a piece of crap. I think me and the audience were just betting on Tom Brady. What a mistake that was, boy. And the Jaguars game, the way we all won that, I mean, that is, but yeah. Oh, so you look anonymous. See, you like Mike's good at everything. Go play the lottery, right? But that Jaguars game, if you saw it, they were down 27-0. And I said, these guys, this is what they do. They always come back because I had a bet on it. And they did. So Nick is winning. I'm down by 2. Then there's Mike, and then the audience is nowhere near completing anything. But
Thanks for
that's
taking
great.
that photo of me, dude.
Oh, yeah. You're well. Yeah, I put the new photos up. Yeah, it's a very cute picture of Mike. That's why I use it all the time. And Nick is obviously gorgeous.
Yeah.
So let's go to today's picks. You have the PowerPoint one, so you can just delete them like last time?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it. It's only 4 games to pick. We can get this out of the way and finish this season up. We have the Jaguars against Kansas City. We have an 8.5-point spread. I will take the Jaguars in a heartbeat. Kansas City hasn't covered a spread in like 2 months.
I agree.
So get rid of Kansas City on mine. And you agree? Get rid of Kansas City on yours. Nick is picking Kansas City.
Of course.
Of course. I got his picks earlier today, and I don't see with the Jaguars, so you'll follow that.
Yeah.
Let's go on to the next one.
They're hitting KC.
They're picking KC?
Yeah.
Excellent. You're picking KC to wipe out the Jaguars. Know what you're saying. I'm definitely taking the Giants plus the points. I think that's a no-brainer. I don't know whether the win, but I'm definitely taking the points. I don't think they get smacked around, especially with an injured quarterback. So take out the Eagles for me.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to pick the Eagles. I think they're going to.
Hey, your system's working. I'm not going to argue with it.
Yeah.
Nick is picking the Giants, so take out the Eagles. And
they're going Giants.
They're going, of course they are. Again, I'm just taking the points. Oh, Marcy. I don't know. This is the Bengals against the Bills. This is the game we've been waiting for. We got screwed on it. They ain't shampoo in my eyes. That's great.
Yeah.
It's like right out of Tootsie. I've got shampoo in my eyes. Catalina's wearing her Giants hoodie. Nice. In this one, I got to take the Bengals. I got to take the points. So I take out the Bills for me. I don't know. I'm taking the +5.
I'm going with the Bengals as well.
Yeah, I don't know whether they'll win, but this is the game we've been waiting for. We got screwed 2 weeks ago. I almost want the Bengals to win, so there isn't an issue. Because remember, folks, if the Nick picked the Bills, so take out the Bengals in that one.
Okay, they're going.
Well, we always take the Bengals for Marcy. Yeah. So I don't know if you know. But and I was screaming about this in my podcast, if the Bills end up playing the Chiefs, if the Bills win and they play the Chiefs, they're having the AFC Championship at a neutral site. And I think that's completely unacceptable. and it's all because of this guy who nobody wanted to die. But the point that I was making is like, I don't want to be that guy that just ruined. Now they're not going to be able to play in Buffalo, but they could have if they had played that game. So now you're ruining the people in Kansas City's chance to have an AFC championship there. You have single-handedly ruined that, and that's on your that's what the NFL is doing to this poor kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everyone in Kansas City is going to be angry. Everybody in Buffalo is going to be angry because there's a possibility it could have been in Buffalo. And now it's all because of this kid. I wouldn't want that burden on me, and I think that's what the NFL did to him, and I think that's completely unacceptable. All right, in this one, I'm going to take the 49ers.
I am too.
Yeah, I think 4 points is perfect. The Cowboys are just okay, and the 49ers has just been killing it. So Nick picked San Fran too. So I think Dave started an OnlyFans so Catalina can. Elizabeth, if I thought that could work, if I thought people would pay to see me in an OnlyFans,
they're going San Fran.
I would just do that for the rest of my life as a living and be so happy in my next life. That is my plan. Thank you, Mike. So that is our picks for this week. So we got that underway, and I guess we should, let's just start the slides. That usually takes about 20 minutes, and we just want to make sure we're out of time. We could talk more later on. So is that cool with you, Mike?
Yeah, here we go.
Let's start the slides, take our time, and have some fun. What do we got? We got Biden at the wall here. Check. Sorry, Cammie, I always turn my airplane mode off.
You're in airplane mode during the show.
Yeah, sorry. I don't want to get distracted, and I do really easily, as I just did, by you telling us you were in the shower. You see what I'm saying? Don't do that to me. Please, people. I was already looking at those girls' boobies. I'm already wound up, even though that does not turn me on.
Yeah, Dave's making Tex Avery faces inside.
That's not right. It's too big. Too big. I like a nice medium-sized breast. This is Biden at the what's AZ hate?
Arizona?
Well, that's what I thought. Oh, is that what this is? Is he at the Border Patrol in Arizona? No, he's in he's around El Paso.
Oh, okay.
He's in El Paso. And I just like this because he's like, hey, fellas, so what's been going on? Like, the guy just has no idea. So it's like, so what do you guys have trouble here? Or it just seems like he doesn't really have any idea what's going on. It's such a mess. How are they getting in over this wall?
I mean, they go around it. So.
Then what's the point of the wall?
I mean, it varies. Depends which area you're in. Let's
go to the next one. This is in Brazil. I guess you heard about this. They think, thank you, Brazil. They love America so much. They took our idea and last week stormed their capital because they didn't like the guy who was voted in over, the same situation. But that's such a nicer place to do it. It just looks great. But then if you go to the next picture, you see it wasn't all fun and games. It got really serious. But goddamn, that's what they took from us. Everybody loves America, and don't listen to that part. We should do what the Americans did. That seemed like it worked well. Go to the next one. I think is that the same thing. Oh, right. And we got these. This is Marjorie Taylor Greene during that, when they were trying to elect the House Speaker, and she's giving the phone to somebody because Donald Trump is on the phone. That's it. You can see it says DT. And she's got him like, can you imagine? He's like, Donald wants to talk to you. And he's like, please talk to the hand. He's probably not like that, but he's probably not paying attention. Nobody probably pays attention to her. I know, Anonymous, she is my type. I know. It's awful. She is totally my type, and I hate myself for it. Oh, let's move on. She's a horrible human being. Well, speaking of this is a picture taken of the Republicans in the House. For anyone who says Trump wasn't a bad influence. Yep. Got that right, Jenny. Bad influence everywhere. And this is funny because this is reporters talking to the Republicans after the House thing. And it just looks evil. It looks like something right out of The Omen.
Yeah.
Now
we can smoke inside.
The photograph just was taken perfectly where it just looks completely evil. What's going on outside?
Cars.
Oh, she's dreaded. I know, Marcy. Yeah, I mean, remember, we're right in the West Village. I mean, I knew something was going on. I look how easily I get distracted.
Yeah.
You see my point? All right, let's go to the next one. Now I think we have some fun. Oh, right. Well, this is a floating cafe in Thailand that looks amazing, right?
Mhm.
So go to the next picture. So you hang out in these little booths on the water. It looks delightful, right? Because Thailand looks amazing if you've seen the beach.
Yeah.
We talked about this last week or 2 weeks ago, or I talked about it somewhere else. The movie, The Beach, or the book. Thailand looks amazing, and then you go to the next one, and then you can see it's like the food looks fantastic, right?
Yep.
That looks delicious. But then
Egg on rice.
if you go right, and I'm trying to think what is if that's eel or octopus, it looks delicious.
I think that's just chicken.
Oh, that's even better. Because I'm wondering if that's like a runny egg over the rice because
It
that
is.
isn't that
Yeah.
fantastic?
Oh, next to the rice is like octopus. Yeah.
But on top of the rice is an egg, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's making my mouth water. So the next one though, you can see it's like not that great. It's just like where it's located, it looks like kind
It's
of a
just so much
dump.
pool.
Yeah, it's just a pool. It took a once you turn the camera around, it's like, wait a minute. Yeah, it don't look that great all of a sudden. It looks like there's factories and stuff. I don't what happened. I don't know. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, that's hilarious. I could this could be anywhere in the US on some horrible, like, I don't know.
New Lake Erie Cafe.
Yeah, exactly. Go to the next one, please.
Oh,
This was bull riding. Does anyone know where it is? Can anybody guess where
uh,
that's taking place?
Fort Worth.
No. Anybody in the chat room care to guess where this is? Because it was shocking to me. I didn't know.
If it's shocking, my guess is Trenton. So-
No, it's more shocking than that. This is what you would figure if you go to the next slide. It's Madison Square Garden.
oh wow.
I mean, over on that right-hand side is where Billy Joel usually plays. I mean, it's crazy. It's I just
Their guesses were Italy,
yeah, right?
Washington.
What, right? Anywhere else, but who
Colorado.
would have thought it would be right up the street? It's amazing what they do in that arena. It is a true full-purpose arena. You were going to say a week late, NYC? Yeah, fascinating, right? So they do everything. They do monster truck shows there, I think, and everything. It's amazing. You just change the space. The fact that they can have hockey and basketball on a day apart is still a miracle in itself.
It's not so much weird that they can do a rodeo in MSG. It's getting the bulls into MSG.
Well, it's like
weird
the
to
way
me.
they used to do the circus. I don't know if you probably don't remember, but years ago, when the circus came to town at MSG, they would parade the elephants through the Midtown Tunnel, and we'd
Oh.
all go to watch them to watch the elephants go through the tunnel. We'd go, only a few people knew about it at the beginning, and then it became a thing, and then they just canceled the circus. But the elephants would stop in Queens on a train for Ringling Brothers, and then they'd walk through the tunnel, and you could watch them, and it was very exciting. I probably have pictures.
Yep.
I got videotape of it for sure.
Yep. Followed by the drunken clown conga line.
Exactly. It was. It really was.
Hey, you want a balloon?
I just imagine when they're in that tunnel and there's nobody there to watch, they're like, why are we doing this? There's nobody here. Okay, you can go to the next one. Oh, I had no idea the circus would. Yeah. Sorry. That is a stork sitting on a tree like this in Israel, and he's watching all these what do they call them? Starlings, I think, go by. And I just picture him saying, like, well, I gotta wait. There's somebody due. Because he's a stork. See, he's carrying a baby. Somebody due. I gotta wait till she's late. I don't know. Hi, fellas. Where you headed?
Hey guys.
Shalom, everybody. I was trying to remember Happy New Year in what's the Happy New Year in Israeli? Why can't I remember? It's driving me crazy. I just said it to somebody the other day. Geez, I'm bad. I'll remember later. Where's the historic yarmulke? Lashana Tova, that's right. Yes, thank you, anonymous Lashana Tova. Go to the next slide, please.
Oh,
Right, these are two goats in England. They're like right off like a cliff, I think, but they're grazing and they're nice, but they just look like they are so adorable. Think I would like that very much, Liz. Uh, they just look like they're smiling. It doesn't look real, and that's why they reminded me of the next slide, which is they're like, "Look, we're brothers." Because if you remember the Great Muppet Caper,
yep.
Kermit and Fozzie were saying they were brothers, and like, "You don't look like brothers." Well, he didn't put his hat on, and then they're like,
Yeah.
"See." Me and my friend Ed Cowan would do this all through high school all the time when the movie came out. Like, look, we're brothers, and we just make the open our mouths like that. I don't know why. It was.
Happiness Hotel.
I gotta watch that. Watching the Muppets Take Manhattan again really made me happy the other day. I hadn't seen it in a long time. This one I never liked.
Really?
First one and the third one was good, but maybe I
Charles
gotta give
Grodin?
this one another try.
Happiness Hotel is a great song too.
I don't remember that one at all. I guess
Oh, it's our home. Anyway, that's all I really know.
I like that you know it. So you liked the second one.
I like the second one. I think the first and third one are better, but the
Yeah.
second one is good.
All right.
I think it has the worst story.
I guess that's the thing, right? And Charles Grodin's in it too.
Yes.
Life's like a movie. That's from the first one.
Mhm.
Write your own ending. Keep believing. Keep pretending. We set out what we intended to do. Just like the lovers, the dreamers, and you. Let's go to the next one. Oh, yes. Yeah, those are people like at a zoo. They're Siberian tigers and they're feeding them. And I'm just going to tell you, if there are any girls out there for me, we're not doing that. I'm not putting myself in that situation. That's a situation that could end very badly and not interested.
Yeah.
And I do know, I think my friend Jasmine would probably like to do stuff like that. And no, let's go on.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a wild bear that everybody's chasing.
It's a dude in a suit, right?
Well, I wasn't positive. That's why the next thing I was like, if you go to the next slide, I was like,
Like an albino Wookiee.
maybe they found Bigfoot. They got a better picture than this classic one from the 50s, which is so. Remember, God, when I was a kid, they made a movie on this, searching for Bigfoot. It was in the 70s. We just sit through this movie theater where all they had was pretty much this 8-minute footage. And we just sit through this movie, and it was so bad. When you were a kid, you were fascinated by Bigfoot so much so if you go to the next slide, they had a 4-part episode with the $6 million man. Not only did he come once with a 2-parter, but then he came the return of Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And then they had to bring in the bionic woman also for help. So why Bigfoot was so huge in the 70s, I don't know, but we do know now that is Andre the Giant.
Yep.
And he played Bigfoot in the $6 Million Man. And if you were watching Juskow in the City this week, and again saw the bonus show on Patreon, you saw that Alon Altman and his wife were kind enough to give me a $6 Million Man lunchbox where Bigfoot is on the lunchbox. You can't have a $6 Million Man lunchbox without Bigfoot. So I was very happy about that. And there's video of me getting it and being almost like crying in tears because I always wanted a $6 Million Man lunchbox. It's a little rusty, but still, it was a very nice thought. Meanwhile, Marcy, again, I saw, and I can't believe I didn't open it. I saw Alon and his wife last Monday, and I didn't bring your Hanukkah card to them. So that will be remedied next week when I see Alon in person after this show. What is the next photo? Oh, yeah, those are like dog sledding in I don't know what the name of the town is, but it's like near the North Pole. It's in Norway on this island, and it's dark like 24/7 there.
It's
And they're
something.
Yeah, and they're going to this town. They're like 5 minutes away from a town. If you go to the next picture, I'd show you the town, but it's in like the spring, I guess. That's the town. I mean, it's not like I don't know where they're headed. That town looks like it sucks. However, look, what does it say? Svalbard. So during, I think, the pandemic, people were actually going there to live. because you can live there without a passport.
Oh, wow.
No, 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 yeah, without a passport. You can live there without being a citizen. You can, as long as you have a job and a place to live, you can live there, I think, forever. So a lot of people were going there. There's not much to do. They said there's like a bar and stuff, but it's funny because I was like thinking I would like to live in a place like that where it's just cold and dark all the time. And I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I think maybe I'm done. I mean, I haven't left my house until today. I came home Thursday night and I didn't see anybody until I just saw Mike today. So this is what I do sometimes. And then other times I'm out all the time. I mean, I'll be out today, I'll be out tomorrow, I'll be out Thursday again. And then usually just the weekend, I'm like home. Cold and dark suits you, Dave. Yes, I guess it does. I guess go to the next one. Oh, so that's snow in Mammoth Lakes, California.
Mhm.
That's heavy snow. So I was looking up where that is. And if you go to the next one, look at it. It's I mean, it's right near Las Vegas and San Jose. I know it's in like the middle and stuff, and there must be mountains. It's just weird to have that much snow so close to Las Vegas, which is a desert. I guess that's the way everything works. I don't know. It just I can't figure out California at this point where they're getting all this rain. I guess they're also getting snow where snow doesn't usually fall. So I'm fascinated by the weather patterns, obviously, because obviously something's up. Meanwhile, I was very nervous about that San Francisco game. I was nervous betting the over because they told me there's going to be a huge wind and rainstorm, and there was nothing, and everybody scored lots of points. It was fantastic. Yeah, geography is tough, but I like it. I like maps. I just don't like geography. Like I didn't know Peru was I still don't know. It's in Europe, right?
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding.
South America.
See, I always thought Peru was in Europe, and I messed it up again.
It's like right
And
above
somebody
Chile.
finally told me about 5 to 7 years ago that it was in South America, and I still think it's in Europe. So I'm really bad with geography.
It's like right above Chile, right, Catalina?
Oh, is that right?
I think so.
I always wondered because
Yep.
oh, I always knew where Chile was because I know it's on the side like California like that, but I never knew where any of those, like I have no idea where Brazil is or
On
any of
the
those.
east side of South America.
Why are you so good at geography?
I've seen
Some
a map.
people just
Cartoon.
are.
Yeah.
We better go to the next slide. Oh, so this is the skyline of Dubai, which is gorgeous. And it just, I show pictures of this all the time because Canada, because it just looks so clean and nice. And it's too bad they hate Jews there because I would really like to go there sometime and hang out. And I have an old girlfriend that's been living there, and she said I could hang out with her and stuff. But they really don't like Jews there, and it just seems a little risky. I don't know. But that skyline is so nice, the plains. And then I was like, look at the next one. Here's the Manhattan skyline. What a dump. I mean, we know the skyline is beautiful, but look at what's there. And that's where I live. That's the Queensboro Bridge, I think. I mean, what a dump. And it's worse because I finally found that picture I've been looking for. This is why I won't live in Queens or Brooklyn. When you're taking the 7 train and you're looking at all these loser houses, it looks like the next slide, which is the opening of Fat Albert. That's what it looks like to me. You might learn something.
Oh.
Oh God, that is what when I'm on the 7 train, I say, why would I want to live here? It is just poor. And I know people are like, no, it's different now. It's different. But like I said, remember I moved there when I was a kid because that was where I could afford. And then the whole plan was, of course, to always move to Manhattan. Now that's all changed. Now people love moving out to Queens and Brooklyn and everything has changed. But to me, when I'm out there, I still see this. It just, if I'm going to move, if I get kicked out of my apartment, which could totally happen, I'm going back to Jersey. I'm going to someplace clean and nice. Hoboken is clean. Queens and Brooklyn is dirty like this. That's the way the picture is in my mind. In my mind. Yeah, Manhattan's unaffordable. Exactly. Now it is. I mean, it was always then, but yeah, now it's out of control. But now Brooklyn and Queens is unaffordable. It's
Yeah.
insane. So go ahead, Mike. Yeah, and then
Nice.
that was a week ago. It's what is it called? A moon is called a something. It's like a not a full moon, but a moon, and it's called something. And look how beautiful it is over the Chrysler Building. And I saw that moon right outside my window on Wednesday, and it's then you're like, damn, that's pretty cool, and you get confused because there's these moments of greatness. But go on, please. Or is that it? No, I
Oh,
think
yeah,
there's
one more.
more. Oh yeah. This is an Orthodox, not Jew, like I don't know what kind of Orthodox, they're Orthodox Christmas. And they're what they do is it's a cake or bread, and they have to go in and look for like a golden key or something or some money, a coin. And I hate that kind of stuff, like a Mardi Gras, where you have to find that king inside the cake,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
because I'm always afraid I'm going to swallow it. So it's like my worst fear. So look at the next one. It's the same thing. It's Orthodox, but I think one's in Bosnia, one's in Bulgaria. This one, a priest throws a cross into the water, and whoever finds it has a good, healthy year. I don't know what the hell they're doing over there, but I guess it's just as bad as Passover, where you take the dessert, you got to hide it around the house, and somebody's got to find it. So I guess all these religions have things you got to go find something, or beat people up to find something, so you get $1. Well, that's more Jewish, obviously, but I don't know whether I told you, Mike. I don't think I told you this, but I mentioned on my podcast this week. I was at a store in New Jersey at this Battleview Orchards. Yes, the Afikomen is what I'm talking about. I was at a store where I pick up apple cider all the time. It's a farm, and I bring it up to the counter, and they're like, "Okay, that's $5, and with the senior discount, that'll be $4.37." And I'm like, "Oh, what? You are a senior, aren't you?" Yes. I mean, I wasn't, because I saw what the age was that it is, but I was like, but being Jewish, I was very conflicted. I want a discount. So that was the first time that's happened. I know I got the senior meal at my mother's diner, but this was a tough one. And with the senior discount, they didn't even say, "Are you a senior?" They just gave me the senior discount. It was really embarrassing. And yet, you are a senior, aren't you?
Oh, real quick, Scruffy just sent this.
Oh, he just sent that.
If you can see.
Oh, it's me in it. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's so cool. Why am I the Paul Sorvino guy? Because I'm the fattest? God damn it. No, I love it. I love it. I love being a part of it. Oh, God. Isn't that movie fantastic? God, that is such a good movie.
Such a
What
good movie.
what I was going to show the kids in class, if they're up for it. I don't want anybody that's taking a Clueless class having a problem with me showing some Goodfellas. But obviously, we show that scene. Why am I funny? But the best part about that scene, if you watch it, is to watch everybody around him and how they're all smiling and laughing, and how all the smiles start to get serious.
Yeah.
It's a part you don't see unless you watch it a couple of times. And but isn't that the best part about a movie, that there's so much to take in? But I remember watching that scene in the movie theater. I went to see that movie by myself in 1990. I'll never forget, maybe in Queens even. And I'll never forget how I was very entertained. But I remember watching that scene and saying, he's going to win an Oscar for this. That's unbelievable what I just witnessed. Like, while I was watching it the first time, I knew this was a legendary scene. And that's so rare when that happens.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one. We got to get you out of here. I don't think there's many more left. That is in Chile. That I don't know what the hell that is. We showed that last week. This is another one. It's a nighttime outer space festival. Catalina, what's your problem? Let's go to the next one. That is Jenna Ortega, who's so pretty. She plays Wednesday Addams. They just renewed the show, because it's awesome. She's so pretty, and she's pretty as Wednesday Addams. That's why I like her. She's at the Golden Globes. You go to the next one. This guy won.
Yeah.
So you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it until I heard his voice when I saw the movie. I was like, wait a minute. This sounds familiar. Go to the next one.
No time for that, Dr. Jones.
It's goddamn Short Round. What? Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones. Oh, my God. I only knew it from his voice. I didn't recognize. Why would I recognize him? Look at the next one. I mean, look at this kid. He was in that, and he's in Goonies, and then he disappeared. And he said, I disappeared.
Yep.
And now he's back, and he won Best Supporting Actor with Michelle Yeoh, I think her name is, who's terrific all the time. But what if they look at this guy? Well, as a child, my friends were Steven Spielberg and George Lucas, and Spielberg's whorish wife. No, I mean, I just obviously they ended up getting married, but I mean, look at this picture. Look at the next one. Look at the next one, right? This is fucking great. Look at this. This is the kid, whatever his name is, and Spielberg during Indiana Jones. And goddamn, look at this. This is last fucking Tuesday. Look at that. Is that? And they both won. He won Best Director for, I guess, The Fablemans, and he won Best Supporting Actor, and he thanked Spielberg. And how great is that? That they're both relevant 30 to 40 years later.
It's awesome.
I thought that was terrific. We can stop the show here.
Okay.
Oh my God. I really was happy about that. Yeah,
That
we
was
got to,
awesome.
what? Yeah, we got to, I love that kind of shit. That kid seems like a good kid. I didn't like the movie that much. Did you see it?
I haven't seen the Everything Everywhere All at Once yet.
Yeah, I saw it. Wait, I fell out of glass table. Um, I didn't love it, but maybe I wasn't expecting it properly. So I don't know. But anyway, we got to call it a day because Mike's got to perform tonight. I've got to go. I think I'm going to go to the Corner Bistro and have a burger. So I'm very excited about that. I had a sensible salad for lunch, even though I had French toast for breakfast. But boy, this was a great show today. It's just always so much fun being with you. We will be in studio again next week, right, Mike? For sure. Right? We'll be here next week.
Yes, sir.
We'll be in studio next week. But both Mike and I have to perform next week. So again, shorter show. When we have our full show again, we'll bring in a guest, or like Mike said, we'll start earlier. But actually, I have a show next week I'm doing at another comedy club, which is rare for me. So another short show, but that's okay. These have been really fun and fast and furious, and we obviously enjoy bringing them to you. So we will say adieu to you again on the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show. Thank you, Scruffy Bones. Thank you, everybody, for joining us in the chat room and watching at home. And we'll see you next Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Yes?
Follow me at Mike V. Suarez and check out the Retrospective Promenade podcast.
What's the movie this week, Mike?
We're watching Fresh. I can't remember the movie that comes out, though.
Fresh. Wasn't that from the 90s?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a horror movie.
No. Well, depending how you grew up.
Yeah, I thought it was like a rap movie. I think I've just sneezed. But yeah, and where are you going to be? Where you're sorry. Let's
I will be next week. I'll be at the Plano House of Comedy with Rich Voss.
Next week. Where's that?
Plano's right outside Dallas.
Next week after Tuesday, right? Okay, yeah. And I will be. I'll be at the Gotham Comedy Club next week. So who cares? Anyway, we'll see you next week, everybody. Good night.